Hi everyone, welcome back. I hope you are really well today, as always. I'm going to do a short practice for you now, which is all about unwinding. So when you have those moments that you just need a nice, easygoing little short flow, just to release you if you've got any tension anywhere. Just when you know, normally it's the end of the day, maybe you've just got off your chair after working at home for a few hours, and you just need those few little minutes just to yourself. This is what this is for. Okay, so roll out your mat, nice and easy, and let's get to it. Okay, so coming on to all fours to start, sitting up nice and tall for me, and we'll just take a few breaths just as we are, just breathing down to the belly. So just breathing in, feeling just everything in the body, breathing out the mouth, and just letting it go. Two more just like that for me. So inhale, lift that chest. Exhale, let it go. And one more time, big inhale. And breathe out the mouth, even make a bit of noise. Let it go. Good. From this position, gently just start to lean onto one side and make your way onto all fours. Nice and gentle for me. We want to do all these movements nice and easy. No pressure anywhere. So just a nice simple all fours movement. Maybe just starting with a little sway side to side. It might turn into a little cat-cow. But for now, just gentle movements. See how everything's feeling. We're just trying to check in with the body. It might feel good just to take those cat-cows, have that little lean up, bringing the head and the bum high. And that exhale, soften into that cow pose. Good. Just see what feels good. Settling into those spots that feel needed. And maybe moving away right now to those spots that maybe feel a little bit too much. Any kind of sharp pain we don't want, just a nice, easy, gentle stretch. Good. From this pose, let's start to move in towards our down dog. So just moving those hands slightly further away, curl the toes, big inhale, lift it up. Nice and soft into that down dog, walking on the spot as soon as we're there. Little sway in the bottom, sway in the knees. And I just want you to take those knees out wide for me. Again, just a nice easy sway, elbows soft, knees soft. Good. From here, let's roll into plank. Keep those legs nice and wide for me. Inhale, lift up to those tiptoes, roll the body forward into plank, nice and slow. Once you're there, soften those knees down for me. Release the toes and gently lean forward. So dropping those hips, keeping the chest nice and high, and just take that little sway, maybe looking over the shoulders. All the time, just checking into how everything feels. Good. Curl those toes, rock yourself back onto the knees. Inhale up to your down dog. Big push all the way up. Again, just walking on the spot. Take it nice and slow. We'll gently start to walk up to the top of our mat for forward fold. So soften those knees. Walk your hands all the way up. Nice and gentle. Again, keeping it soft. Knees soft, elbows soft. Head relaxed, face relaxed, shoulders dropping down. Take a nice big deep inhale. Exhale, soften the body down. Good, let's do that 2 more times. I don't want to say like that, 2 more times. So inhale, maybe come into a little flat back, so bring the hands to the shins. And then exhale, soften down. Good. One more just like that. So we inhale, lift that chest, look forward. And then exhale, soften it down. We'll start to take that right leg back to our low lunge. So just gently lean to the left, send the right leg back. Once you're there, straight away, soften that knee down, uncurl the toes. Just check in with those legs, a little sway here, a little bit of movement, it's good. From this position, we'll start to rock it back to a little runner's lunge. So I'm just going to look out in front of me, lean myself back, maybe come onto that heel, maybe grab those toes. Again, I'm keeping this one nice and gentle. I'm keeping the bum nice and low today, just getting that stretch. And then I'm going to lean it forward. Curl the back toes. Come up to a little higher lunge for me, just nice and slow. Let's take that all the way up to our high lunge. So look forward, bend the back knee. Inhale, lift it up, push through the feet. And then exhale, soften it back down. 2 more of those. So big inhale, lift up. Exhale down. 2 more. Make that breath nice and loud for me. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, bring it down, soften the back knee down, uncurl those toes again. Good. I want you to walk your left foot over to the width of your mat, and we're going to come into a little gentle lizard, a little baby lizard. So you just bring those hands together, maybe sliding the back leg a little further away, just checking with that front hip, see how that feels. Good. If you've got that wiggle room, you might want to come down to the forearms. It might feel good just to stay a little higher. I'm going to take just a gentle twist here though, so keeping your outside hand, your right hand down. Inhale to lift your left hand all the way up to the ceiling. And then as you exhale, maybe just send it back. So we're opening the chest, getting a little twist down the back. Looking over that left shoulder if you can. Take an inhale, lift the hand up. Exhale, soften it back down. Good. We want to come back to our child's pose. So I'm going to lean over to my right, slide my left leg back, and then slowly send myself all the way into child's pose. Remember, you can take your knees out wide, give the belly and chest a little bit more room. Breathe deep. Good. And we're just going to do the same old thing on the other side. So I take an inhale, lift up through child's pose, through box pose, up to down dog. So curl those toes, big push all the way up. Take the feet out nice and wide again. Sway the hips, soften those knees. Have a little wiggle around. Maybe give the head a little shake. That might feel good just to release any tension in the neck. And we'll come into our plank pose again. So keep the legs nice and wide. Big inhale, lift up to the tiptoes, roll it forward like a big old wave. As you exhale, soften the knees down. Uncurl those toes, lean it forward. Looking up, drop the hips. A little sway. If this feels a little tight, staying up nice and high, then I just want you to start to walk those hands away from you and gently come down. So it might be you come onto the forearms, have your sway there. You might feel like you can just make a little bit more room. Come onto the hands again, just looking over the shoulders, rocking the hips. Good. And we're going to come back to that down dog whenever you're ready. So take a big inhale, lift it up, curl the toes, big push, back to down dog. Breathe. Slowly bringing ourselves to the top of the mat for our forward fold. So bend those knees, gently walk it up, move the hands to help. Nice and slow. Maybe a little ragdoll once you get there, hands to opposite elbows, or just dropping the hands to the ground. Whatever feels good. Relax the face, the neck, the shoulders, the arms, the hands. We'll take a little twist this time. So as you soften down, take your right hand to the outside of your left ankle, and then inhale that left hand all the way up to the ceiling, looking up if you can. Exhale back down. Same thing on the other side. So we cross it over, big inhale, lift up, and then exhale back down. We've got those 3 breaths coming into a little flat back again, but we're going to keep everything super soft, knees soft. Take an inhale, slide the hands to the shins, look forward. Exhale, soften back down. 2 more for me. So big inhale, lift it up, look up. Exhale, back down. I can just about see through my hair. 1 more, big inhale, lift it up. Maybe start to straighten the legs just a little. And then exhale, back down. We're going to lean over towards the right with those hands. Shift the body weight over and then slide your left leg back to that low lunge position. Soften that back knee down straight away. Uncurl the toes to shift the weight. Just check in with the breath. Always a good time just to settle in anywhere. Coming into our runner's lunge. So I'm walking myself back, coming onto that heel. For this one, I'm just going to drop the bottom down. I'm maybe going to hold on to those toes. I'm maybe going to explore my space a little bit, move around. Or I'm going to keep everything a little higher and soften that knee. Just check in with the legs, see how they feel. Good. Walking back to your forward fold, not forward fold, low lunge. So walk the foot back, hands down. We're going to curl those back toes, lift the knee, lift and lower 3 times. Remember, we take those hands away, look forward, big inhale, lift up. Good. Exhale, soften back down, just soften the knees down. 2 more, big inhale, lift up. Make a bit of energy. Exhale, soften down, have your wobble. And 1 more, big inhale, lift up. Exhale, soften that body down, release the back leg. Coming into your lizard pose again. So I'm going to lean over to the left, slide my right foot over to the side. Maybe lengthen the back leg if that feels good. Just check in with this side, see how this side feels. If it feels a little much for that back knee, you can always support it, put something underneath. Just try and slide the leg away, so that will help with that knee rather than being at a right angle on the back leg. We don't want to be there. You might want to come down into a little bit of a lower position. So you start with that left hand, maybe see how that right hand feels. Or if that feels too much today, you're just trying to unwind nice and slow, just to keep up a little bit higher. We'll come into our little twist on this side. So I take an inhale, lift my right hand all the way up, looking up, and then as I exhale, just send it back. I'm looking over my right shoulder and just getting a little twist into the back there. Good. Again, any of these poses that feel good to maybe linger a little longer than do. But we can slowly start to bring the hand up and soften down whenever we're ready. Walking both hands over towards the left, just so I can slide my right leg back into my child's pose. Take a few breaths there. From this position, we're slowly going to look up towards those hands, walk them in towards you, just so we're coming up nice and slow. Head can be the last thing up, and we're just sitting onto the feet. So we're at the back of the mat. Have a little wiggle once you're there. Just see how it all feels. And we'll finish with our last little twist in this position, just to get the energy going, keep that movement going. So take a big inhale, lift the hands up to the ceiling. As you exhale, twist to your right. So I'm going to take my left hand to the outside of my right leg. I'm just going to slide my right hand around my waist, looking over that right shoulder. We start to release, inhale, bring all the hands, the 2 hands all the way up. And then exhale, twist over to the other side. Same thing. Looking over that shoulder, the hands can just rest wherever they're comfortable. And we're going to do that little routine 2 more times. Big inhale, lift up. Must be time for coffee. And then exhale, twist. Good. Big inhale, lift up. Exhale, twist. Last one for me. Big inhale, lift up. Exhale, twist. And it's that last side. Big inhale, lift up. Exhale, that soften and twist. Good. Start to release the hands. Just walking those hands onto the shins. And then from there, we'll lean forward, slide out of it, and then come into your seated pose. Take your time. So hopefully that felt good for you. That certainly felt like it just moved a bit of energy around my body. Sometimes that energy can feel a little stagnant, or we just get really wound up and our breath needs to just have that movement, that little release. So hopefully that's done it for you, and I shall see you at the next video. Namaste. Bye.